face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Mexico City Diablos and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A.J. Dillon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State.
Number 26.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Watch twins. Watch twins. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. manageable, third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought down the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mike, check. 59. It's our field. It's our field.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And incomplete.
Kyler Murray in a quarterback. His pass thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
10 at the 36-yard
So
line.
how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Zach Allen.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the second down throw on target. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Number 30.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Play fake, Murray. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
His throw caught right around the 6.
Complete.
The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Andy Isabella. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drives.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the turnover, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
24.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Howlett's